What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy KJ, and I'm just here with a message, man. I don't get too much into right wing, left wing, but I know that the bird cannot fly without either of those wings. If it's a bird, it needs a right wing and a left wing. And my whole point to this video is no one is coming to save us. No one is sitting in the office to save you or save us. You're going to have to figure out what it is that you're going to do to save yourself. Right? We're going to get out and work with people. I mean, inside each ethnicity and inside these groups, you're going to have to get out and strategize and come up with ways to save yourself. You're going to have to work. We're going to have to work with each other. You're going to have to go from consuming to starting some kind of business. You're going to have to save, invest, and flip because there's no form in my eyes from what I'm seeing play out in front of us. I'm not knocking who's in office and who didn't get put in office. But I'm just saying from what I'm seeing, anybody that's in office over the years, and I'm not talking about the past 5 or 10 years, I'm going back longer than that. Most of the plays have benefited them and their friends, their members, people of their stature, people of their circles. How much of anything up top has trickled down to where we are now? Not much. Not much. Over taxation? Yeah. Things that might ponder or lay into the negative, that's usually what falls on our backs. So we're going to have to come up with ways to boost ourselves. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's going to be education, tech courses, or just if it's a problem out here somewhere, if you can solve that problem, that's how you're going to get your wealth. Because if you're sitting around and you're waiting for things to play out a certain way, and these things have to play out by what some other man or woman might or might not do, you're probably going to come up short. Now, you've got people that's voted for both sides of this thing, and they've come up short. Some people voted for certain people and they lost jobs. Some people voted for certain people and they were deported, right? And when we had when we had other people in office, we started to find out the dirt on the last person that was in office, right? When we had other people in office, we found out that millions of dollars, sometimes billions of dollars, were going everywhere except for where it need to go here in our own country to help different things that we deal with here in our own country. So it's like you're paying the taxes, but they're magically disappearing. We don't know all the ins and outs of that because unless you're part of those circles, unless you're part of those groups, unless you're part of those councils, you can never pinpoint where everything is going. You're too busy working, raising your family, schooling, or whatever. So your head is down. You're missing anything that's going on. Especially, have y'all ever heard the term, throw a rock, hide your hand? So I could be standing in the crowd and I could throw a rock over and hit a tin roof to the left of me, and everybody look to the left of me and totally miss something I got going on the right of me, right? So we've seen a lot of that in the past, maybe even in the present. So that's my point, is no man, woman, no group of people is going to save you. You're going to have to strategize how to save yourself. You're going to have to strategize how to boost yourself and your circle. This is a time where we really got to start having those conversations with our groups. You might have to leave. You might have to leave your group if your group don't want to mobilize and come up with ways to maybe invest. Come up with ways to put money together to start a business. You know, it's just something to think about. I'm gonna say it again. I just don't feel like nobody. You can't sit around. If you got your health and that's your wealth, there's no way that you're gonna have to. That you'll be sitting around waiting for somebody else to make plans that's gonna be in your best interest. It just doesn't make sense at this point. Now I will say this: some of the actions and rules being put into play, or the changes, are gonna benefit us. You know what I mean? But that's with anybody that's been in office. You're gonna get some benefits. You're gonna get something that clearly do nothing for you. So it's kind of hard to say, oh, I'm gonna rock with this group or I'm gonna rock with that group. So it's gonna be some pros and cons with them all. But you have to stay focused on what can you do to fatten your pockets. What moves can you make? 'Cause there's plenty of money out here. We've seen that just from looking at all the money that has been leaving the country, going to different areas on various things that do nothing for us, that we know of. They do nothing for us on a level of the working class. It doesn't benefit us at all. So, because I know y'all watch the news. 50 million over here for this, 50 million for condoms, 181 million for contracts. Like different monies going to different areas in the world. Man, money for other people's wars when there's no money. If we get in trouble, I don't see anybody that sends us any money. I haven't heard of that yet. You know, outside of us owing to one country. So what I'm saying is you got to figure out what it is you're going to do to help yourself, to help your group, to help your circle of peers, friends, family, because no one is going to save you. These groups, no matter what party it is, they have a lot of favors owed to people in their party. Most of the things are going to benefit their party. If you're doing tax cuts for the rich, that's great. But for the people that's not rich, which is majority people, we don't benefit from that. Period. If you feel what I'm saying with that, you know what I'm saying? If you're not rich, that move doesn't benefit you at all. Right? But you know what does affect you? The cost of gas going up, the cost of groceries going up, interest rates going up on things you buy. Not to mention you pay taxes before you get your check. You pay taxes on whatever you buy. You save money, you pay taxes on that. Whatever, and like you said, whatever you buy at the register, you pay tax again. Healthcare is high. It's starting to cover less and less. So we don't really have no time. Nobody has time to really play, man. It's almost like it's time out for living beyond your means. And, well, I won't say it like that. I'll say you might have to dial back. We might have to give up. You're probably going to have to give up some wants. Stack a little more and put yourself in a position to where you can maybe take advantage of some stocks, some bonds, I don't know, Roth IRAs. Or maybe you can start a business. That's one thing about a business. If you start a business, you can scale it to make what you want compared to when you work, you can only make what they pay. And I'm not knocking a job because a job is going to take care of you and your family. So you can't knock that. Most people don't have an idea what they want to do if they start a business just yet. So you have to start. And then you don't want to quit your job just because you start a business. You got to give yourself time to build that business. So in the meantime, between time, you're going to continue to work your job. That's just common sense. In my book. Now, you got millions, you got M's sitting around. Of course, you wouldn't work the job. You got money to start the business and run the business full blown. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in with me, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I just wanted to touch on these points because I feel like it affects us all. No matter what walk of life, what ethnicity you are, where you work, how you got your money structured, anything. Everything that's going on The news, we got these smartphones, so the news is constantly fed to us all day. And whether you vote this way or that way, whether you like Project 25 or whatever plans that have been set in play for us, set in play for the masses, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do to get ahead and to stay ahead. That's going to be on us. Because like my point for this whole video is, no one is going to save you. You're going to have to get up and figure that out on your own. I just hope everybody can see that. You know what I mean? I think I've lived long enough to see through the fluff, the smoke and mirrors, and just to really get down to the nitty gritty and just see how things play out. If you got health, and like I said earlier, health is wealth. It's more than any money you have. Health is very, very, you can't put a price on great health or good health. So if you got that, you got time to figure something out. So yeah, man, this is your boy KJ signing out. Appreciate y'all checking in with your boy again. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.